All right, welcome to the 60 Gunners Facebook page show. I just wanted to do a real quick thing on here this afternoon because yesterday and for last weekend, my wife and I both been sick with some kind of bug allergies, I guess it is this time of year. We've got a big pecan tree about 75 foot out in the front yard, and it's just huge. And we've got a lot of pollen off of it and everything. And I don't know if it's allergies or sinuses or a combination of the two, but anyway, been fairly down. We went to the Highlander games down here in Wilmington on Saturday, which was really good, but it was bitter cold and the wind blew. But we had a great time, and there's some exciting athletes there. Those guys are really, they're monsters, man, running out there in little skirts and kilts and T-shirts and stuff. But anyhow, we're having a great time. So today, or yesterday, didn't do too awful much, kind of sat around, and I did go out and manage to load a couple of, or reload a couple of 30-06. But anyway, did some case prep work anyway. So I got to work this morning, and my usual routine, fixed the coffee, got my breakfast ready, and hit Facebook, and suddenly realized that yesterday was the official welcome home day for Vietnam veterans. And by the way, John Kerry served over there. Anyway, so I just had kind of neglected that, and I saw a couple of posts and a couple of things on there, brought back a few little memories and stuff like that, and so that was kind of interesting. And then I got back to doing a little bit of work and got concentrating on other things. Anyway, lunchtime comes around, and as usual, I go out to the Wilmington National Cemetery and do my lunch. A couple of years ago, 2001, I had testicular cancer that, bless their hearts, developed into a fatal lung disease, bleomycin-induced pulmonary fibrosis, which was supposed to kill me, but didn't. Good Lord had better plans for me, or other plans for me. But anyway, during that time frame, I was really tired from taking the chemotherapy and everything. And so I went out there. I kind of got away from everything, and I had gone through a divorce at that point. Kind of on my own, pretty much, about things. And my father had emphysema, black lung disease, and was passing away from that at that time. And so I knew what was coming and what was in store for me, and it wasn't a pretty picture. So anyway, I went out there to get rest and do a little solace maybe amongst the in those fields of stone, and saw some of the ceremonies that they had, some veterans being laid to rest, and it was comforting to know that when I go, there will be somebody that comes by every once in a while and says, who is that sergeant guy? He was a Vietnam veteran. Yeah. So anyway, so I'm sitting there today, pull up there, and lo and behold, they've got a ceremony that's going on. There's 6 young men out there in their beautiful blue uniforms, look like Marines. Not sure, but there's some local groups around here that rotate and do the honor guard ceremonies out there. This is the first time I've seen 6 with rifles in a while. They had a double bugle call. So I sat there and watched them, and they were so crisp in their practicing movements, and just looked dedicated to the task. And so I sat there and started to watch them. I turned Rush Limbaugh off, which is difficult for me to do, but anyway. With so much stuff going on, I mean, the Second Amendment, the nuclear deal is going on with Iran. I really don't know how much longer the Earth is going to be here, to tell you the truth. So, but anyway, I got caught up in this beautiful ceremony, the dedication that these young men had to the memory of this guy that they didn't even know, other than he was a brother. He was just a brother in arms. And we do that for each other. We remember. And so the ceremony went on, and the first time, like I say, I've seen them do the gun salute in a while. And then they did the rifle, stacked the rifles really nice and neat. They had a sergeant that was in charge, and he was kind of overseeing and directing traffic and everything. And then they folded the flag up. This is the first time the 6 of them, like I said, I've seen them out there, usually 2. They did a full flag, a folding ceremony. And then the sergeant turned around, and I was too far away to hear the conversation or anything. I did hear the taps being blown. And I'm good with everything so far. And then the sergeant knelt down and out of my sight, and he handed the flag to the spouse's veteran, next to kin anyway. And like I say, I couldn't hear what he said, but I knew what he said, and it was something to the effect of, please accept this flag as a token of your country's appreciation. And I thought, man, yesterday was Vietnam Veterans Welcome Home Day, and I never acknowledged it. I get on Facebook occasionally. I see you guys, and I've developed a camaraderie with some of you that's, I haven't felt since combat, and that's a fact, that closeness. Talked with Barry the other day, which was good to hear, and I'm sorry again, brother, for your loss. Another fine Vietnam veteran passed away. So I thought today that I might just go ahead and say thank you to each and every one of you warfighters out there. You're not forgotten. We Vietnam veterans were spat on. I literally know guys that were spat on and treated pretty badly. I was called a baby killer myself one time. I do remember that. I came home after being gone for like 14 months, and one of my friends said, "Hey, man, haven't seen you for a while. Where you been?" Literally, that was no lie. I called my parents up from California, and I said, "Dad, I'm home." And he said, "Well, that's good." But then my dad, that was the way he was. He grew up during the Depression areas, and if his pant leg was on fire, you say, "Dad, your leg's on fire," he'd say, "Oh boy." And that was about as excited as he got about anything. But anyway, so I just wanted to say thank you guys again for your service. You young men coming home from Afghanistan and Iraq and all these little podunk places around the world where you serve, because of the crap that we went through, we're going to make sure, we have made sure pretty much that you guys didn't go through that, even when Brother John Murtha got up there, and John Kerry, and got up there and lied through their asses and said that you guys were killing people and raping people and disturbing the peace. We said, no, it's not going to happen this time. Not going to happen this way, fellows. It's just not going to happen. And we kind of started a movement where people and everybody came together. All of us Americans came together, men and women, children. We remembered the Korean War as the forgotten war. We Vietnam veterans were the forgotten soldiers. We're going to make sure you guys are not the forgotten wars and not forgotten soldiers. We're all war fighters and we're brothers. And so, tonight, while I'm getting ready to do my little blog talk radio, the 60 Gunner, I thought I might lift up do a little free advertisement here for Jose Cuervo. One for you Vietnam veterans. Yesterday was your day. Welcome home. I haven't said it before. I mean it, and I've said it today. Welcome home, brothers and sisters. All you young men and women, war fighters coming home today and are out there still serving. When you get home, we're going to have a welcome home for you too. And a big party, big bash. God bless you.